Today's Toy Spot, we're having a look at the Mattel WWE Elite Collection Series 17 Flashback. We're looking today at Mankind. This is the first time the figure has been available in this line. It includes a mask and Mr. Socko. Down below there's a picture of Mankind. I guess this would be probably around the time that Mick Foley was champion. Short-lived, but he was champion. Had a huge feud with The Rock. Some of the best matches, I think, of Mankind's career was with The Rock. Also had a good tag team with The Rock and Sock connection. On the side, the same picture of Mick Foley, Mankind. I much prefer Mick Foley, by the way, in his shirt and tie, by the way, than the original brown outfit that he wore. Although, you know, I would love, if they've already got the head sculpt, you know what, why not just give us the brown outfit Mankind as well, Mattel, you know. And on the back, recreate the action of the WWE. The other figures you can get are Kelly, Sheamus, Kofi Kingston, Zack Ryder, and John Cena. By the way, what's going on with Sheamus down here? Right there. He's got some line going across his forehead. It's like this is where they've glued on his hair. Dreams. Oh, Sheamus. And also there's a Raw ring. How about that? As for the read-up, his height and weight is 6'2", 282 pounds. Titles carried. He was the WWE Champion, the World Tag Team Champion, Hardcore Champion, WCW Tag Team Champion, ECW Tag Team Champion. His signature moves are the Mandible Claw and the Double Arm DDT. And his read-up says, truly one of the most unique and multi-layered characters in the annals of WWE. Mankind remains arguably the all-time greatest hardcore superstar. With his leather mask, untucked shirt, and sock puppet sidekick, Mr. Socko, this hulking enigma took part in some of the most memorable moments in WWE history, but there's always been a lot going on behind that mask. Outside the ring, Mankind is a prolific author with multiple bestsellers to his credit. You might want to have changed Mankind to maybe Mick Foley. Mick Foley is certainly a prolific author with multiple bestsellers to his credit. Mankind, I think, has probably done several coloring books to his name, and he even then doesn't draw within the lines. So, I mean, probably some poor choice of read-up there. But needless to say, I'm going to take a bit of a break, going to get this opened up. When we come back, we're going to get a better look at the Elite Collection Mankind. Don't go anywhere, stay tuned. And both accessories are pretty much already on Mankind. His one accessory, for starters, is Mr. Socko. Mr. Socko! I think Mr. Socko's first appearance was when Vince McMahon was in the hospital, and Mick Foley came with some balloons and Mr. Socko. Hilarity ensued, and Mr. Socko was born. Somewhat gross to the fact that Mick Foley would use one of his socks and shove it in the mouth of one poor, unsuspecting wrestler. But children love it, so why not? Do it for the children. Do it for the children. And his other accessory, is what he's wearing, is his mask. Really cool Mankind leather mask. You can't actually remove it. There's nothing attaching the two. In fact, if we take the mask off, take the mask off, you just take it off from the front. There's Mick Foley's head. And then on the back, I guess it just kind of tucks underneath his collar, like so. And just like that, you have Mick Foley. As quickly as that, that's all it was involved. You just take the Mankind mask off, and then you've got Mick Foley. That's a really good sculpt of Mick Foley's face. Again, Mattel, I mean, you have now a sculpt, a scan of Mick Foley's face. A Cactus Jack certainly could be in the works. Dude Love, I probably wouldn't pick up a Dude Love, but Dude Love is certainly something you could do as well. being the notion that he's already wearing this shirt and tie, wearing his track pants he probably would wear outside the ring anyways, but due to what he's wearing, I would likely probably just keep the mask on Mick Foley and just have him always as Mankind. It makes the most sense for me. Does it make the most sense for you? We'll just keep that on like so. I definitely think they did a fantastic job, and the fact that you could remove the mask is a nice treat also. He's got himself the shirt and tie when he was trying to become corporate. Didn't work out so well, but I think that's what most people picture Mankind as now. We could also really get a variant and have him with the hand-painted ref stripes on there when he was the guest referee. Overall, he's a really good figure. Like, it looks like his shirt could be removable. I don't know if you can see it underneath there, but he is sporting just a regular fat body from a WWE wrestler, and then they just put this shirt over top. Again, no sense in removing it because the sleeves obviously will stay the same. Other things that I really like about the figure is his hair. His hair is really done well. The coloring works. It's not too overly colored, as some figures have been notorious to have. It's sculpted just right. It allows still for movability, so you're not going to have any problems with that either. Overall, very, very nice. In the way of Mankind's articulation, his hair still will allow for a ball-jointed head. You kind of have to fix the mask every time you move it because the mask may move around a bit on you. His arms are on a pin and socket. They rotate all the way around. He has a bend in the elbow. His forearms rotate all the way around. And he also has a rotation in the wrist. And I'll show you on this hand. He also has a bend in the wrist as well. So you can get some movement going on there. He has an upper torso bend. And then his legs go forward, back, out. Rotation in the thigh. A 2-point bend in the knee. And a hinged foot. Something I probably have commented on before is I like the fact that figures like this, the Legend class figures, are now being released as elites. They could have worked as basics, but I mean, if you get one Mankind figure, I prefer that it would have been an elite figure with the extra articulation and accessories, and not something like a basic where it probably would have been scaled down. This Mick Foley is done so well, and being that this is really part of my peak, I think, for following the wrestling, the WWE as a whole, I mean, this was a figure I definitely wanted to pick up. Now that I have him, very, very happy with this purchase. Mick Foley, Mankind, I'm going to give him an 8.5. And also as a side note, if you happen to have this guy right here, Corporate Rock, well, you, my friends, can reenact some of the greatest feud matches between The Rock and Sock. Of course, before they became a tag team. You could even have that I Quit match. So many memories. But today's toy spot, we're having a look at the WWE Elite Collection. I believe this was Series 17, Flashback of Mankind. Thanks for watching, guys. I have to do it. Have a nice day! Bye.